on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this is 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that limit squeeze. Went off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we going way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up, way up. On track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going. On track, now we going way up. Now we going way up. Now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends, we don't get along. I put that on my name, that I put them on. I put myself on stage as they sing along. I might book a session, do 100 songs. I'ma let you hear them just to...
Yo, what's good, guys? Oh my god. Sorry about that, man. I just had to sort out my daughter's pre-recorded cry. What is this, man? I don't get why. Like, how is it pre-recorded? Purely on the basis of these times. Come on, man. Pre-recorded things, you can't do a super chat. The chat is on an automatic replay. I mean, come on. Let's wake up, man. Let's wake up. I need to buy the DVD. Yeah, I had to come back, guys. I ain't going to leave you guys not sit through the Hong Kong. I ain't going to let the Kong take over. Yeah, I'm probably getting trolled, man. Welcome to Internet Troll. Yeah, man. The logic itself doesn't make sense. Yeah, she's good, man. She's good, man. They ain't even smoking it, bro. They're eating it clean, straight off the plate. Yeah, we're back, man. We're back. We are back. I can't, need to do my coins. I need to work out what's been going on. No, it's all good, Gavin. It's all good. Got it all sorted out. Yes, Hollywood. I do get wound up. Look, guys, this is why we're going to be doing the live stream on... We're going to go over to Twitch. And we're going to stream me playing Call of Duty. You think I get angry with people saying pre-recorded things? Man, I lose my shit on Call of Duty, like really badly. You know? So yeah. Will you twerk on stream to prove it's live? No, I'll just super chat myself. You know, you can pre-record super chats, can't you? How do we know it's really you? Oh my god. Jesus. Guys, listen, you guys are trying to get me to do a cooking channel. Like, and that's courtesy of Mike Dutch. Now you want me to twerk. Like, come on, make up your minds, guys. 3 engineer, 2 out of 2 trades, short from the EMA. I thought we're doing the M retrace, the 50 EMA will go down. Did I get lucky? You just traded what you saw, man. You saw the bounce because listen, we'll go straight into it. When you understand what's happening at the W formation, go back and look at the previous streams. All right. By the way, I've got a guy who's helping me out, do a timestamp on the streams. All right. I'm hooking him up. He's helping me. All right. And, I'm going to have timestamps on the previous streams so you guys can actually, work out where to get in and pretty much, rather than sit through 3-4 hours worth of streaming as such. Okay. Okay then, so Tino is just a bot I create. Michael, you know what? Michael, I do have links towards other streaming channels and I have seen a few. I really want to get onto that. I really want to go onto the decentralized streaming. I've heard a lot of things about it, and I do want to try it out. I might actually do that do it for the Patreons or do it for the members, do different streams on different platforms to cater for different things, because we've also got that concept of financial advice. We need to be careful with that. I'm not going to tell you when to enter. I ain't going to tell you when to exit. I'm just going to help you draw the pattern. But if it's truly decentralized, I can say whatever I want, I guess. Guys, my solicitors told me that I can't reveal my face. No worries, Jade. That's all good. Listen, the videos will always be there. My advice to you all is to save them. Download them. PC Shed has downloaded all the videos. He's got 8 terabytes. I mean, what do you expect for a guy who fucks with the computers, man? 8 terabytes. You know? 8 terabytes. Like, what is that, man? What are you planning on doing, Mr. PC Shed? Starting Google? You know? Yes, and you can subscribe to my OnlyFans channel. Apparently, I've got an OnlyFans where I exclusively twerk to the M formation and the W formation anthem. You know? Yeah, that's not me, bro. Tina, yeah, this Theta Fuel. Boom shakalaka, what was your question? Here we go. To see the triggers and to know when to get in, which time frame chart do you use? 4 minute, 4 hour, 1 hour. So I only use my trading strategy is based on it's the actual system itself is based on the hourly and the 15-minute time frame. So the hourly determines the cycle. Look at what we are. We are on the hour time frame right now, and it's helping us realize the cycle. So you've got the M formation, drop, retrace, drop, retrace, drop formation. Okay. So it's the hour cycle. Then what I do is I zoom in to the 15-minute time frame. All right. I zoom into the 15-minute time frame, and that gives me a clearer picture of where we are with price. All right. So we can see right now that we are effectively trying to work these, the first, not the first leg, the second leg of the W formation. Granted, could this send price down further? Could we see price break this zone and form a pattern at the 800-day EMA on the hourly? All right. So is this the start of the first leg? Well, we need to consider this. Look at what's happened here. You've got vector candles going across the board. Drop, 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 drop. We know that those red candles effectively mean the market makers are entering longs at lower prices. The key to this system is to establish whether or not the market maker has finalized his accumulation of longs at lower prices, which is where we see the W form its pattern. You can see how it drops, induces the retail traders to go short. Okay, he creates that liquidity between the buyer and the seller in the sense where the retail trader is going to go short and the market maker gives them the opposite side of the contract, which is long. Okay, so he's going long at lower prices, and then he reverses price back to the 200-day or the 50-day, wherever you're looking at it. Okay, he moves back to the nominal moving average, which in this instance on this time frame is the 200-day. But when you look at the 200-day on the 15-minute time frame, it actually symbolizes the 50-day moving average on the hourly. So always remember that the white EMA, okay, is the 50-day moving average on the 1 hour time frame. This is why I don't really flick between time frames as often when I'm trading, because I know where the moving averages are across the board. That blue box there is the 800-day EMA on the 15-minute time frame, but when you zoom to the hourly, it's the 200-day. Just for purposes of understanding, there's the 200-day, that little box right there, bang on the nose. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's go back to what we were discussing earlier on. Okay, look at how they came back to that previous price zone. The patrons received that update, that daily notification that this area indirectly was where price would be going at some point in the future based on the accumulation of candles. Notice here, look, they formed the low down here. They broke the Asian session low because guys actually draw range breakout points at the lows and the highs. Remember what we spoke about here, guys? Yeah? Yes, Gerben, look, the previous one was invalidated, my friend, and the only reason being is because it broke down lower. Okay, so if you notice, let me have a look at that image actually. Let me bring that image up. Maybe retrace. Let me have a look. No, it's not that one. Moving averages. Update Bitcoin, Ethereum. Okay, cool. So, wait a second. You rise. Let me have a look at. Go back and look at that, Gerben, my friend. In the same response to. Okay. He's making a new lower low every time. So bear trend, crush long, no financial advice here. Green starting. Okay, cool. Yeah, look. So from this zone right here, okay, what people tend to do is they tend to use the Asian's high and the Asian low as another form of range breakout trading. That's what the Asian session is pretty much famous for. People like to trade the ranges on the Asian session. All right. If you remember the discussion, what we had here about this range boxed area here, the same thing applies here with the Asian session. All right. They've got the high, they've got the low. And what they've done is they've triggered all the guys to go short down here, hit all their stops, use their liquidity. Look how they just kept smacking price up and down. What do we see? Let me zoom in and look. What are we paying attention to? Pin 1, pin 2, pin 3. Why am I not including that pin? Because it's happened straight after this pin. I need to have focal pins. Pin 1, pin to the low 2, pin to the low 3 on the way back up. This pin is more important than this pin because it actually broke further down and then came back up. So there's more of a conviction by the market maker to induce traders to go short and snap price back up. Then what they did was they moved price all the way back up to the 50-day moving average. This little fake out here, all right, was the market makers inducing the retail traders to go short because there was weakness at the 50-day moving average. Remember, the candlesticks that people follow by conventional retail trading concepts, okay, says that this is indecision. There is never, ever indecision, okay? Never indecision in the market, all right? The only people that don't understand or that have indecision are the retail traders, okay? That's who it is. Retail traders are indecisive, not the market maker. You can't tell me that the retail traders are effectively controlling the market. They're not. Remember, their orders are only fulfilled when the market maker creates that option. Okay? Completely. Now, from that point, they spike the low and then they enter and shift out of the zone. This would have been a valid entry point. 50-day moving average break. Remember, the 15-minute time frame is a short time frame, guys. Okay? It's a short time frame. Right, hold on a second, bro. If you look at XO charts, you can literally see that is not what happened. But you know what? This chart is based on this platform. XO charts, I don't know what that is, but it must be off a different platform. I don't know if they use MT4. I've never seen XO charts. What's their price feed? I don't know. Is it based off TradingView? Is it based off an ECN broker? This is what I use. I use Electronic Central Network, which is effectively the bank's feed. The banks get the same feed as these guys on MT4. However, there's a time delay on my part rather than on the bank's part. They get the price update within seconds. I get a time delay, and that's just standard. Okay? Bybit live data, Binance live data. You see, this is the difference is as well. Neuron, listen, I'm trading Bitcoin on contracts for difference. Okay, so the candles may or may not be the same. It's a completely different market. It's a contracts for difference. When you're trading Bybit, I mean, under the impression that you are trading Bitcoin for Bitcoin as such. You're trading the coins themselves. All right. Is it the same to? Is the feed exactly the same to Binance? Happy days then. But you know what? There's going to be plenty of people that will challenge whatever happens here and whatever happens on another platform. But if you disprove it here, fair enough. Go back in the previous streams and look at the previous projections. They've been playing out to a T. You know, this system isn't 100%. It's probably 80%. You know. Nah, look, guys, he ain't hating. He ain't hating. I welcome anyone to come into stream to put their point of view across. You know, there ain't no censorship here, you know, and it's good. It's good practice to cross-reference charts because at the end of the day, guys, we have one motive here. We are about trying to take from the market maker, whether it's from one system that only looks at things technically or one system that looks at things psychologically. I fuck with the psychology of it, been in the game long enough, okay? And I'm a Forex trader and I've been applying these concepts in Forex for a long fucking time. They work in Forex. Now, I've come to the crypto space. Granted, for anybody new, I'm new to the Forex. To the crypto space. I'm completely new. okay? I only started looking to see if market maker behavior was valid, okay, in Bitcoin and Ethereum from the 21st of January this year. And so far, okay, we have done pretty well. Collectively helped earn Discord members nearly $500,000. And the reason why I believe that to be true is one guy has collectively earned 100K. All right? He's earned himself 100 grand. And I've got the proof of the profits. Fuck, he's been posting it in the actual Discord itself. Not to include all the other members that have been posting profits. All right? I'm only seeing percentage gains. I'm doing the math. Have we hit 500,000? I think we have. Maybe more. Because guys are posting profits daily. If you go back in the previous streams, 2 guys cleared 40K each. 40 racks on a stream, bruv. Like, and that's just me just talking about patterns. You know? I'm going to look at the coins in a sec, guys. I'm going to look at the coins, the other altcoins. Yeah, you know, people, look. Waiting to drop 100K at the bottom. Wish we were there confidently. Oh, wow. Kali. Nah, we don't touch the Indonesia, bro. We don't touch the Indonesia. Crypto and DJ15 was about to cry in the last video. This is what I'm saying. Look, I'm not discrediting technical analysis, but I've clearly demonstrated why technical analysis is not engineered for the favor of the retail trader. I've established that with this zone right here. A lot of range breakout traders will call this a fake out, but principally what has happened? What has happened? The market maker has fucked every guy here. Why? Because he tapped the liquidity and pulled price back. Whether or not it's a fake out, breakout, whatever you call it, he's fucked you guys. And that's the sad truth. Now, our job as traders is to understand and be aware of these sort of things. You ever notice me tell you about trading a range? Never trade a range, because I understand what the market maker's trying to do with a range. Yeah? Look, range right here, happened right here. High has been formed, low has been formed. Set stops down here, set limits up here. Wait for them to trigger. Which triggers first? The guys who went short down here got their stop limits hit. Bang, send price down. Those guys are happy. They set their stop losses. What do the market makers do? They use the liquidity for the guys who went short to fill their longs at lower prices. And then they reverse price all the way back to the moving average to take out the stops. Yeah? This is a psychological game, guys. There's two emotions that move price, and that's fear and greed. You can't tell me that technical analysis moves price. No. Technical analysis is the aftermath of the process of someone absorbing the value of something at one point in time. It's all psychological, and that's what this stream's about. This stream is all about helping you understand why does price move on a psychological status, on a setup like that. You know? Yeah, listen, after this live, I'm going to go and tend to my messages, okay? And I'll respond to you accordingly, man. I've got whoever wants to stake someone, happy days. I've got someone that you can help out. Someone that is actually in the game, who I've got faith in. A lot of YouTubers behaving bearish with Bitcoin at the moment. That's fine. If you go through the previous streams, I'll tell you this. If you go through the previous streams, let's do a little bit of work here and diligence, all right? Go back and look at the previous streams where we're starting, where everyone was bearish about Bitcoin, all right? Granted, this stream was talking about a W formation ready to break to the upside. And guess what it did? It did just that. When everyone's bearish, market makers are getting ready to shift out of the zone because they've accumulated enough buys, okay, from the liquidity of the guys who have gone short. Then they shift out of the zone. But you know what? Look what's happening now to Bitcoin. Granted, she could drop back down, and I'm okay with that. Does it invalidate my system? No. Why? Because I'm waiting for a pattern to play out. No different to a Gartley pattern, no different to all these other various patterns that people come up with trading. In my honest opinion, based on all the years I've been trading, the market maker method is the only one that is relevant. It's the business model. The business model of the market. These are psychological patterns. I ain't fucking with technical patterns. Nah, not me. I've done technical patterns, all right? Was I successful? 50, 60% of the time. But as I say, and as Steve says, I ain't in this game to be right 50 to 60% of the time. I ain't going to commit half, a third of my life to this area, to this craft, to only be right 50% of the time. And I'll say it again, I got better odds playing blackjack card counting. Believe me. Now, I'm not going to talk about Bitcoin only. No, I'm going to go through Ethereum. I'm going to go through the altcoins. I'm going to go through everything. I just need to put it down here. Eats grape. I love that. Do I trade coffee, Matt? No, I don't trade coffee. These are the commodities I've got. I've got corn. I've got wheat. I've got sugar. I've got oil, soya bean, orange juice, Brent crude, cocoa. There's coffee. And I love coffee. And cotton. I've got every market I could ask for. Indices. Because I get all the feeds in here. Here we go. Bitcoin dropping down. What we want, okay, is we effectively want Bitcoin to come back down to this zone here, but form a support, okay? But guess what? She could absolutely break down, but I know what I'm waiting for. I could be waiting for the first leg of the true W. Because if you look at this, right? If we look at the cycle for the week, all right? If this M formation or this M cycle continues and it goes M pattern, rise, level 1, drop, rise, level 2, drop, peak formation, level 3. So we could see this happen. W formation 1, right? Rise, peak formation. Because look at where we are. We are at the 800-day EMA on the hourly, which is the 200-day on the 4-hourly. All right? It's important you realize that. We are effectively in a bigger W. Look, can you see it? From here, drop, rise, drop, rise. So what we're doing right now is we're effectively waiting to see which plays out, which is why this strategy has a high success rate, because we're getting good because we understand where we are in the cycle. Okay? We understand where we are in the cycle. When you've got the cycle nailed down to a T, it doesn't matter where you enter. I'm telling you now, it doesn't matter at all. All right? That's all it is. The first thing you need to establish is the cycle. All right? Now, where are we in terms of cycles, guys? All right? This is where I'm going to bring in the trading view because I can draw it clearly. All right, let me just establish here. How many guys are completely new to the stream? I need to know. I'm not going to go to no mad story. I just need to know who is new to the stream completely. Can you just let me know? Can you type 1 if you're brand new to the stream? It's your first day coming in here. Just type 1. FC programmer. CD-ROMs, man. Hey, bro, I'm on mini discs, bro. Don't get it twisted. I'm on the mini disc. My mother's coming to the stream, guys. Show some love to my mother. My mother stepped up in the stream. No worries. Mad love to you guys as well. Cali crop, what's that? So there's an uncommon. I'm recovering. Yeah, so look, this is where you're going to apply understanding, Cali. Look, well done. I'll reward you for that. Where's the green candle? On what time frame, bro? On what time frame? Cali, tell me what time frame you're talking about, because that's relevant. Yeah, my mom tends to get a bit upset when she can't comment back to anyone, because the comments are too quick. If I know my mother's going to be sitting on the stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change the actual chat and slow it right down to about 5 minutes so that she can respond to all you guys. Okay then. All right, so yeah, Callie, I need to know, where is it? 1 hour. Okay, you're 1 hour. Are you trading off, are you on MT4 or are you on TradingView? Because it's different. The last time Bitcoin touched the 800-day EMA, okay, on the hour time frame, which is the 200-day on the 4-hourly, The last time it did that, guys, was all the way down here. I keep saying it, but I'm trying to get you to understand the concept on why we make an understanding that we have bias to the upside. All right? Because the last time it touched it, it bounced, came back, retraced, didn't touch it, but then it continued massive run. Okay? Now, if we are in line with this massive cycle, this W formation, and we are in line with level 1 rise, retrace, start level 2, we are effectively trying to work out if we are at level 2 end, okay, or we are at level 3 start, okay? We're trying to see. Or are we at level 1 end, level 2 start, okay? This is what we're trying to work out, all right? Because price hasn't broken down completely. It's not come and broken the 800-day EMA. If it breaks the 800-day EMA, we are then free for all to the downside, okay? But until she does that, until that happens, I have no interest in thinking that Bitcoin's going to drop. That's how I make my decisions. Until the market maker shows me his hand. All right? Because look, it's still valid. We've got this area here needs to be broken out. It needs to break below the 52.87. It needs to break that area here for me to validate that price will continue to the downside. My opinion on the Ripple case, look, it's just hype behind the coin itself. You know, market makers will do a very good job of inducing traders to, you know, believe one thing's going to happen against another. And that's the nature of the game. Look at Forex. They use news announcements, okay, to set up price. Look, I've told you to do it, guys. Go back and look at the non-farm payrolls. Go to $yen and find where, when the news comes out for the non-farm payrolls, look at what price has done beforehand and then look at what it does once the news comes out. You can effectively premeditate where price is going to end up. Why? Because they can't allow their money to be given away without realizing a return on it. Remember, people come to the market maker with money and the market maker makes the market. How many times? It makes the market. Yeah? Okay then. Right, what I'm going to do, do you know what would constitute a break on the 800? A close of the candle body on a 15, 1 or 4. Okay, great question. So the 4-hour 800-day is absolutely far away, man. It's so far away. So I wouldn't count the 4-hour. When you're considering the 4-hour time frame, look at where price is in relation to the 200-day. The 200-day on the 4-hour is huge, all right? Look at where we are. We are effectively near the 200-day on the 4-hourly because the 800-day is the 200-day on the 4-hourly. Let me draw my box. Here we go. There's the box. Let me jump to the 4-hourly. There you go. 4-hour time frame, H4, 200-day moving average is right there, okay? If Bitcoin comes and sees that and shows support, we are going to be at the fattest bull run. I'm telling you now, we will be going on to a mad run to the upside if it shows support because the last time it touched it, okay, was in February. What did I say to you earlier? February, 800-day EMA on the hourly, 200-day on the 4-hourly. Boom, massive move to the upside. Let's look at it when it last did it. The start of the stream. This is when I started the stream in this area. What happened? Bang, moved massively away from it. So what am I going to say to you next? Is history going to repeat itself? Is history going to repeat itself? Is Bitcoin going to move from the 200-day? Because if it hits the 200-day and doesn't show support, boy, there are going to be some unhappy people with Bitcoin. I'm telling you now. And then it's going to be a free-for-all. People are going to be able to get it on the cheap. But you've got to look at it like this. Institutions that have been buying Bitcoin at the time that they were buying Bitcoin, all these heavy players that have been buying it, all right, in these areas here, okay, just because they've been buying it, does it mean that they can't realize a loss? Of course they can. But ultimately, it's where the market maker knows he can induce liquidity. So he's gonna make sure it's in his favor, all right? He's gonna make sure that price behaves in such a way that he's able to profit from it by inducing traders to step back in. Because if everyone is scared to make entries, all right, market maker ain't going to have any money to give away. You know? Okay, I hope no one else makes this mistake. People be called. Yes, please. You know, guys, when you use, listen, guys, look, it's all good that we can sit and talk about price and what have you, but understand leverage. You need to understand leverage and how it works. People, the idea of leverage is used to create the illusion that you can achieve instant wealth at a moment's notice, and that's wrong. All right, it's wrong. You can't come to the game with the excitement that you can make loads of money. And leverage, you know, it's a double-edged sword. You know, the leverage it's horrible. Let's have a look at Ethereum. What's Ethereum doing? Oh, Ethereum right now is actively working the range. It's now broken the 200-day moving average on the 4-hourly. But you've got to remember, look, it's all flat. 200 days, it's pointing downwards, but it's pretty much flat. Okay. Ethereum is a little bit more aggressive and volatile than Bitcoin. But let's see what she does. Let's look to the 4-hour. Yeah, she's in free-for-all zone. Wow. But look, she's flat. There's no direction. So granted, I'm expecting a pattern to be formed in this zone right here. Yeah? As I said to you before, guys, I have no bias to whether it goes up or down. All I look at, okay, how do I manage leverage on IC markets? Okay, so if you go into my channel, you'll see a video where it's how to grow a small Forex account. Okay? And that's where I'll show you how to manage leverage. It was only a small amount. It was a challenge. Turned 125 quid to £1,000, okay, 706% return, and done it all within 106 trades, and that's with a 500 to 1 leverage. And that video explains how that is done. Okay, so go check it out. Right. You see a W on Ethereum. Let's have a look. Where's the W forming? 15-minute time frame. Let's have a look. Right, this is what you need to see. Look, what can we see? The moving averages. Whoa, there was a gap down. Hey, there was a gap down in Ethereum. Am I not seeing this correctly? Wow, there was a gap down in Ethereum. Oh my God, guys, yo, there was a gap down in Ethereum. Principally, they should be filling this gap. They're going to fill this gap. I don't know if I've got this correct. Or is there a misprint on price? Okay. But Ethereum has gapped down. Oh, hasn't it? No, it hasn't. There we go. Bitcoin. Get rid of that. There we go. Thought that was a gap down, man. Just misprint. Here we go. Fundamentally, we are expecting this zone to be revisited. Okay. So we're going to see if this pattern is going to play or not. Are they working the shorts? Are they making people try and go short in this zone because we've broken down? Okay. An important question from Carpe Diem. Shall I have a pizza or a burger? You should be on steak, bro, when you're following these streams, bro. You know? Yeah, you need to really, really respect leverage. Leverage is nasty, but it can be, it's a good thing. You know? It is a good thing. Let me just bring this across here. That's Ethereum. And where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin right there. They're just working this zone right now. We're going to know if they mean business in this zone, if Hong Kong step in. Let me just get rid of this, tidy up my charts. My charts do look like there's chaos in it. But right now, they haven't broken this zone. Is this W formation still valid? We're going to know in the next half an hour. Okay? Right. I'm going to make myself a drink. Okay? And we're going to start looking at altcoins, because I know we've got a few projections on the altcoins that I've been going through. Okay? And I know potentially some of them have actually played out based on what we have done. Okay? So let me just introduce to you my best friend, Mr. Leak. For anybody that is new to the channel, if you want to see where all the coin is going across the world, I'm going to show you what America are doing right now. Okay? America are absorbing all the coins, guys. Just sit back, relax, watch this. I'm going to make myself a cup of tea and we're going to move. What leverage do I think is best? Well, what you need to do, you need to double your account with no leverage before you step into the game of leverage. All right? Then once you realize what leverage is, you'll come away from it. Matt, you're still new to the game. I advise you go and look at the previous stream, my friend. Okay? The last stream, there's a timestamp on there. Okay? In the description, there's a timestamp, and I pretty much cover all the concepts in there. Okay? So go watch the last stream, not with the same, not yesterday's stream, that is. All right? About Bitcoin drop. It's called Bitcoin drop. Go and watch that. Go through the timestamp. All right? And pick out the key points, and, you know, it explains everything. Okay? Bloody days. They buy, yeah, look, this is them buying. This information that's going in here right now is based on the blockchain transactions. Look, here are the transactions. Those are the transactions of people accumulating cryptocurrency in the US, just the US. And this is based off the blockchain. Okay, right. Gonna make my drink and we're gonna crack it out. 2 seconds.
myself, you know. Went through every number on my telephone. I thought that all I needed was someone to hold, but I was wrong. I never thought that maybe I needed a friend. You have always been there together till the end. I thought that all I needed was someone to hold, but I was wrong. Falling in love ended in disaster. No such thing
All right, what's good, guys? Okay, here we go. Let's start talking some coins, man. Let's start talking some coins. Here we go. Okay. Firstly, let me start looking at this. Before you start hyping up the chat, all right? Someone's just asked the 2-hour rule. Okay, so the 2-hour rule is simple. Okay? What? Oh, fair enough. Okay, yeah. So the 2-hour rule is this. You need to close a trade if it hasn't realized the profit within 2 hours of entry. Why? Because we're not in the business to bleed our money, guys. You're wrong, get out. Work out the next entry. Excuse me. Work out the next entry. Hold on. Sorry to not try to stump, but can you elaborate? Okay, leverage. Listen, the reason why you need to be careful with leverage is this. You're effectively getting a flash loan, right? You're being given money, okay, without really being given money, but your account is represents a larger amount, okay? And your price fluctuations will vary on the amount of leverage that you put down, okay? Now, if you just come to the market with 100 quid and you go 10 to 1, well, you have 10x leverage, okay? You look at what your buying power is 10x what your... This is how I understand leverage in Bybit and BitBuy, whatever it is, and Binance, all right? I mean, I understand the leverage in Forex. It's at 500 to 1, which means for every pound that you put down, multiply it by 500, there's your leverage, your exposure. Because one standard contract, one standard lot, okay, in Forex is effectively 100,000 lots, 100,000 contracts. That's how it works, all right? So when you're using leverage, you need to understand that, I'll be straight with you. Mike Dutch, okay? Mike Dutch is the guy when it comes to understanding leverage. When you go to the after show from this stream, okay, Mike Dutch will elaborate on what leverage is. And I'm granted tonight, with the conversation he's going to have with PC Shed in the stream, they're probably going to be discussing leverage at some point, okay? Because PC Shed exclusively trades on crypto, right? So he'll be able to touch on understanding leverage. So I advise you guys go over there, okay? Hold on. Sometimes, Tino, it's okay to act like you've never seen some of these questions. Nah, man, I'll try and go through as many of the questions as possible. You know, I will never hide away from a question. What about the 4-hour rule, Frank? In regards to Viagra. Yeah, this is why I avoid some questions, man. Shit, man. Yeah, check the next stream, just another. Okay then, cool. So, the moment you've all been waiting for, right? The moment you've all been waiting for, I'm going to have a look at some of these coins, okay? And then we're going to quickly zoom back to Bitcoin to see what's going on, okay? But I'm liking what I'm seeing with ADA right now. Ooh-wee. Who can see it? Before we do anything, who can you see? What can you see? Could you show us more examples of an invalid W? Sebastian, go back in the previous streams. There are plenty to see there. I'm sorry that I'm putting you back there. Okay. But here we go. Are you ready to mess up the chat? Because this is what I'm going to do. Just keep putting coins, okay, for the next 3 minutes. Give me your coins now, and I'm just going to take ones that I see from the corner of my eye, and that will take us to about 5 to 1, all right? When I'm explaining what the coin's doing, don't keep spamming the chat, okay? Because I'm actively focused on the coin itself, all right? Because I don't want your efforts to go in vain, okay? But hit me up with your coins so I can get a general consensus of where we are at with the coins and what you want me to see, sorry. Here we go. Okay, okay. Yeah, there's a nice little WhatsApp number there as well. If you want to contact it, get out of here, man. Who's going to contact you on WhatsApp? Remove. Okay, let's look at ADA right now. ADA, 15-minute time frame. Looking very nice. Now, what do we know about... Okay, your coins are going crazy. Okay, hold the coins. Stop. Stop so I can then go back and look at what we've got. Okay? Stop with the coins. Happy days. Because I want to make sure people that are asking questions get their questions seen. I don't want people just to steer towards Super Chat. That's not fair. Okay then, cool. Leave it at that. Cool, nice one, guys. Sweet. Okay. Ada, look what she's doing. W formation. If and only if you guys recall in the last stream, I said to you we would come back to this previous zone. This is what this pink line is. Go back and look at the previous stream. You will see it. All right? I'm telling you now, the importance of going back in the previous streams, granted they are long, but I'm telling you the information is there. All right? The information is there. All you need to do is come across the one stream where you realize something is discussed, you hear it once, and then you come to another stream and you see it again, and that's the moment it clicks. I'm telling you now, that is when it clicks, and it's happening to a lot of people. All right? So, here we go. This is the 15-minute time frame. All right? We'll look at the 1 hourly to base the cycle. So, first we go to the 1 hour. All right? And we look at where we are on the hourly. What have we said about the 800-day EMA? They've come back down to test it again. Look at what she did here. Granted, this was the Coinbase movement. Okay? But look what she did from that move. She went up and hit the projection point that we anticipated, the 148. Go back and look in the previous streams if you want understanding of how we came to that discussion. All right? So, on the hour time frame, this is what we're seeing. We're seeing ADA now, pinned to the low, railroad tracks right there. Pinned to the low, pinned to the low. Ultimately, what we want is we want ADA now to hold this zone, maybe come and test the 800-day EMA, and then bounce to the upside. What areas do I project, or what area do I favor? And then in the medium term, I'm looking at 130. Remember, I'm a short-term day trader, guys. I'm a short-term day trader. I'm not interested if ADA goes to £5. I don't care. I'm interested if she's going to go from 1.1 all the way to 1.3. I can put a stack down and then ride that. Happy days. Go to sleep. Done. Yeah? Yeah, Rod, listen, I mean, look, you're looking at the 6 and the 12 hour. Man, I didn't know those charts existed. I know they existed, but I didn't know anyone would trade them. All right, but, you know, you're welcome to use any time frame. Why? Because this sort of cyclical behavior happens on any time frame. It happens even on the 5-second time frame. Yeah, on the tick charts. All right, so that's where we are with ADA right now. Holding down the 800-day EMA. 3 touches to the low, move. Touch 1, touch 2, touch 3, bang, out we go. See you later. Previous zones that she should recover, I mean, yep, she could recover the average daily range high, which is 1.25. But what she needs to do, she needs to break above. And when she does break above, she goes up, retrace, continuation to the upside. There's the pattern. All right, this is the pattern we're talking about, guys. Rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. That's what we're looking for. This is what we call the tattoo. Why do we call it a tattoo? Because it's a tattoo that I'm gonna, well, it looks like a good tattoo to have, but it's the tattoo that I've actually agreed to have at the end of April. I'm going to get the Traders Reality head, the logo, and the tattooed to my body to commemorate the Discord collectively earning $500,000. So happy days. Okay, cool. That's ADA. Let's look at Algo. Same story. You're going to see this a lot, guys. All right? We're going to see this a lot. You're going to see a lot of the altcoins doing the same pattern. Why? Because they follow Ethereum and Bitcoin. There we are. Algo, near-term projection, 120. What are we waiting for? We're waiting for confirmation. This is not financial advice. There is no trade right now. Don't even think about entering here. There's no entry. Why? Because they haven't come out of the zone. The principle of the W formation is this, okay? This is what a W formation is. It's a psychological pattern, all right? Why? Market makers. We understand market makers. Who's just done that? Who's just done that? Alejandro, thank you very much, man. You didn't have to do that, brother. Thank you so much. Nah, man, you didn't have to do that, my friend. Wow. Well done, man. Thank you so much. There you go, guys. Proof that it works. I've not actually interacted with Alejandro. I didn't even know he was in the stream. And look at that. I may have seen your name before, but fair play to you, brother. Fair play. Okay, can I ask someone what the best broker is using? Yes. Right, yeah, look, if you like the MT4 platform that I was using, okay, the other platform, right, the link's in the description. If you want to download it, it's free of charge to use, okay? Once you've downloaded that platform on IC Markets, make your way over to the Discord to download the indicators free of charge as well, okay? And if you're from the States, there's 2 brokers. Well, I know Ananda doesn't actually allow you to trade crypto, but you could try and use forex.com. Forex.com is there as well. You can use those guys. All right. Now, here we go. 5 trades in a row. Fair play, man. Fair play. Okay. Let me explain to you what the W formation is as a pattern. All right. As a psychological pattern. Right? Because there are loads of guys that trade it on a technical analysis, but this is a psychological pattern. Disprove it if you can. All right. We understand that the market makers, all right, which leads me to my next question. I'm guessing there's a few new people in here. We do have new people in here tonight, yeah? I just need to do this. Sorry for the guys who are hearing this all the time, but I need to cater for all audiences. I need to know who I'm dealing with, all right? So how many people are brand new to the channel? Your first time you've come in here. 5 seconds. I just need to get a snapshot of how many people. Okay, cool. So new people. Happy days. So we understand this. Please type 1, okay, if you believe that when price is rising, when price is rising, that buyers are in control. Do you believe that when price is rising, buyers are in control? Type 1 if you believe that. Type 2 if you don't believe that. UK Ghost. I'll go make a brew. One. Crypto Cyprus, yeah? What's good, Crypto Cyprus? Got someone from the motherland. Yasu, man. Ah, 2. Cool. All right, cool. Okay, so we've got a few guys that say 1s and 2s. Okay, cool. So when we understand this, then you'll understand the system. All right. When market makers, understanding when you buy in the market, right? Okay. The only way that you can realize a return on your liquidity if your order has been matched with the opposite side of your trade. Do you understand that? Okay. When you come into a market, when you buy, you are matched with someone who is selling. That liquidity of selling is the market maker. He's the guy who gives you your order. He fulfills your order. All right. Now, where that order comes from in terms of the market maker is irrelevant. Ultimately, when you buy, someone has to sell to create a fair exchange. Why? Because when you want to realize a profit on your order, you're not going to take it from another buy. You're going to take it from the sell that was matched originally with your order. Okay? Do you understand that? When you know that your buy has to be covered to a sell, the fair exchange allows both parties to win. It's a zero-sum game. When one man wins, another loses. Okay? So, on that basis, we understand that market makers never buy at highs and they never buy at lows. All right? So this is what we do. We pay attention to when the market maker is buying or selling. How do we work it out? Vector candles. All right? When price is dropping, the market maker is buying. So everyone that's going short, right? The contract that is being matched to their short is the market maker's long. All right? He matches long contracts with short orders. Because if you're a short seller and you want to realize a profit, when you sell, when you want to get rid of your contract, it needs to be brought back. Yeah? You go for cover. You cover your bet. You buy back. Okay? The equilibrium itself makes it happen. All right? So, likewise, when it's buying, market makers, they induce traders to believe that price is rising. So all the moon boys are stepping in when price is rising. Everyone's like, yeah, happy days. You know, algo is moving to the upside. Happy days. Look, let's get in, get in. Market makers are fulfilling the obligations of the guys coming in and opening buy orders. Whilst they're opening buys, market makers are creating short positions, right? They have an interest in creating short positions at higher prices. So then when price hits the high, the market maker knows that he's absorbed enough liquidity to get his shorts filled at higher prices. Then when he shifts out of the zone, when he pulls price back, he triggers his short orders and realizes a return off the liquidity that was created by the guys who came in long. So he does that by taking out all the stops. Okay? So people put stop losses and market makers hit them to realize the profit on their orders. All right? Now, granted, there may not be any stop losses. There are guys that are going in leverage and probably just blowing out their accounts. All of this move to the downside is the market makers just taking all the orders that they previously filled at higher prices and realizing a profit at lower prices. Okay? Go back into the streams, guys, and you'll hear me talking about this evidently so many times. Okay? Now, this was algo. W formation. Happy days. Let me just see something. Here we go. Ethereum looks like she's forming. Yep, Ethereum's dropping. She's actually showing a red candle for me. Let me look at another coin. We've got 5 more minutes. I'm sorry I wasted a lot of time there. Give me another coin. Give me another coin. Quick time. Give me another coin. See ya. I'm just going to take the first coin that I see. See ya. What's she doing? Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, wow. Look at that for a projection. Look at that for a projection, guys. There you go. Look at the previous stream, man. A couple of streams ago, I spoke about See a coin. Right there. Up she goes. To the T. That's scary. That is scary at how close that was. That is crazy. See, there you go. There's an invalidated W right there. Invalidated. So what do? We close off that W. We look for a new pattern. All right. Remember, we don't make any entries until the pattern is complete. So we start again. We wait for the pattern to complete. Because we're not in. When market makers are building their positions, why are you trying to profit from that? You want to profit when the market maker is trying to make a run for money. There's 2 phases that the market maker goes through. All right. When he wants to realize a return, it's called the markup phase and the markdown phase. All right. You don't want to be in a trade when the market maker is building his position. You only really want to do that if you're advanced with the strategy itself. All right. And this is something that I'm going to be discussing with PC Shed. All right. Mike Dutch has got the idea of it. Okay. But there are strategies where you actually build your positions alongside the market makers. All right. And I'm going to be talking about that in later streams. Okay. Next coin. I'm going to look at SNX. I know my man Eddie's in here. Look, there you go. There's your fail. Look, there's your failed W right there. Failed W once again. Bang. Reassess the situation. Wow. SNX is tanking, man. SNX is coming down towards its average daily range low right there. So we need to wait for a W. We need to wait for a pattern because it's continuing to go to the downside. All right. You can see that pattern played out nicely. They don't always work out, guys. Don't get it twisted. It's not 100%. But we're going to see if this is effectively a W. We need to wait and see. We need to wait for price to realign itself. Come back to the 50-day, retrace, come back, form the second leg, rise to the upside. Happy days. Okay. Hong Kong is about to start. Hong Kong is actually about to start. We need to see what Hong Kong is going to do, guys. I need to bring it back to the charts. Give me a sec. We need to bring it back to the charts. Let's see what happens. Here we go. What have we got here? Look, notable red volume. You're going to see it tonight, guys, I think. You're going to see it tonight. I think what's going to happen, okay, is on Ethereum, all right, because she's not broken it completely. That's the thing. She hasn't actually broken completely this zone, okay? So if I look at the hourly, we could actually have a drop, rise, retrace, continuation to the upside. Only if that their intention is complete in this zone, all right? If they don't favor any price, sorry, if they don't favor prices to the downside, the next candle that opens, which will be Hong Kong in 2 minutes time, should effectively realize that this should effectively bring price back up to form the end of, or what me and Mike like to call the turn, okay? The turn, well, it's actually Mike, but he calls it the turn. But we like to call it the turn for the next move back to the upside. What day of the week are we? Wednesday. What do we know about Wednesdays? Midweek reversal. Is the reversal going to happen here? Who knows? But we know it's a reversal. 18, a random question you might know from year in Forex, but is Belfort banned from ever trading? Couldn't tell you, bro. I couldn't tell you, man. All right, then, let's see. Let's see if Ethereum's going to do that. Let's see if she plays out the hand. Bitcoin, look, notice Bitcoin is forming still in line with the previous peak formation. Are we going to see price retrace back? Let's see. We're going to wait for the candle, the hour candle to play out. Let's see what happens. There's a time delay on here as well, guys. The times aren't synced, okay? For me, I'm not really interested in the times itself, but it's not synced, so it will say 9 o'clock and it won't print a new candle until 5 past on this clock here. All right, but let's see what happens. We're all about to get wrecked. Okay, so in terms of looking for an entry, all right, this is purely for educational purposes, but we understand that the pattern, okay, is, I mean, look, I have to be very careful, guys, because it's just pretty much, I'm telling you pretty much how to enter there. But the pattern itself is the form of a tattoo, okay? That's what we do. Rise, retrace, continuation to the upside, safety entry, advanced entry. That's the pattern we look for. Okay, here we go. What would Jesse Livermore do? He would sit on his hands. How you knew when price was going to retrace to the EMA this morning? How did you know the dip was over? The reason why I knew that the dip was going to end at the 50-day, because the market makers naturally had to bring price back to the 50-day because they had absorbed the liquidity to the downside. I see this pattern every single day. I trade it every single day in Forex. They hit the lows, okay? I knew from this, it was from this area here, when price closed above the 5 and the 13-day EMA, I knew that we were going to come back and test the 50-day because it was a point of interest in the chart, okay? Here we go, Hong Kong. Here we go, Hong Kong. Is Bitcoin going to break this zone? Look at her move. Look at her move. Always, she moves in the final moments of the candle. All right? This is what she does. This is what they do. They move price. They get busy towards the final moments of the candle just to get the orders filled at the lowest point possible. Now, what could happen here, guys, is this. All right? Ethereum looks like she's holding. All right? Bitcoin, what's going to happen if it works out? The next hour candle should bring a spike back up to the upside. This red candle should be realized by a white candle straight after, because then we will know that market makers are getting short longs at lower prices. If they finished, okay, if they finished getting their longs here, the next candle will see a retrace back to the upside. Okay, if they haven't finished, they'll come back down, break this zone, and test the 800-day EMA, where we will form a new pattern. All right, so we need to wait and see what happens. Hold on to your seatbelts, guys. If the second leg, right, Robbie, if the second leg of the W forms and there is a rise, where should we expect the retrace to form? 200-day. The notable point from the retrace, okay, will be when price comes back to test the 50-day moving average. Once it hits the 50-day moving average, all right, it can do one or two things. It can break through the 50-day, and once it does break through the 50-day, right here, okay, it will come out, and then the test for us is it needs to come back down to retest it. Granted, what it could do is it could continue up to the upside, take out the 200-day moving average, and then form a retrace to come and test the 50-day. When it forms the retrace at the 50-day and continues back up from the 50-day, the 50-day will then start to turn and edge upwards. The 200-day will start to turn round and cross over, and then you effectively have your golden cross, as they put it. Yeah? Let's see what happens. New candle in less than a minute and a half. A loud German man is making an emergency video on a hotel balcony at this moment. He's funny, man. I love Crypto. What a guy. Sorry, I'll make a split. Yeah, no problem. There you go. I'm going to move this. I'm going to move that line there just to make it clearer for you guys. I vape Blue Moon. Donatello, where you been, brother? Where have you been, man? I ain't seen you in a while. What's going on? No worries, Robbie, man. No worries. Thank you, Callie, man. Hey, Jessica. I am Greek. Bitcoin is crashing. I don't know about crashing. You'll know when you see a crash. Ironically, on this platform here, Bitcoin dropped nearly 5,000, well, nearly 50,000 pips. No, more than that. It dropped back down to 9,000 and spiked back up. So yeah, you got to be careful. Yeah, listen, Lorenzo, Crypto is funny, man. He makes me laugh. He makes me laugh. My alarm clock. What, 50 milligrams salt? What? 50 milligram nicotine? Are you mad, bro? Here we go. New candle. Look. New candle. We're going to know the intention of Hong Kong right now. Here we go. Here we go. Is Hong Kong going to retrace price back up? Let's see. Have the market makers effectively fulfilled their objective of getting longs at lower prices? Do they want to keep price in this zone and attempt to start the midweek reversal? All right. Does anybody know if there's any big news coming out for crypto? Is there any news? Fundamentals? Does anyone know? Sack trades. Listen, I wake up towards the last the last third of the Hong Kong session. All right, so that's about 6:30 in the morning UK time, because that's what I trade from. I trade from the last third of the Hong Kong session towards the start of the European session, which is about 8 o'clock, and I trade that zone. CME contracts Thursday. Thank you very much. There we go. Expiring options, happy days. Futures expiring, cool. All right, so we're going to expect a lot of liquidity. Have they moved price down low enough and accumulated enough longs to take advantage of that liquidity pump. You see, this is what you need to understand about the with fundamentals. Don't base your fundamentals on what they're saying about the coin. Use the fundamentals to work out whether or not market makers have absorbed enough liquidity to the downside to get longs at a lower price, or likewise, have they moved price high enough to get their shorts filled due to news coming out that it might be negative or not. Okay, here we go. There's the retrace candle. There it is. Are they going to recover this candle? Are we going to see the Hong Kong return price back up this candle? If you go back in the previous streams, guys, you will see this happen every time. And this is what we need to understand as well. We are at a confluence right now. We are at the second leg of the W formation on Bitcoin. Second leg of the W formation. If this formation, this pattern holds precedence in this zone right now, we will see this price return back up. Are they finished with their accumulation of longs? Have they absorbed enough liquidity from this move to the downside? They've hit the low here, come back to the 50-day, okay? They've come back down. This massive selling pressure wasn't enough, okay? It wasn't enough to send price down lower. So the liquidity says that there was not enough guys that wanted to go short in this zone. In other words, the market maker has effectively scared people off. So what does he need to do? He needs to encourage them to get back in again. So in order for him to realize a profit on his longs, he needs to start getting retail traders believing that we're at the lows and that he can start realizing a return on his longs by making them, you know, hit their, start buying back in again. Okay? That's how it works. Because remember, when market makers drop price, they are getting longs at lower prices and closing shorts at the same time. When price is rising, they're building shorts at higher prices and closing longs at higher prices. Yeah? Discord is selling to Microsoft. Wow. SpaceX announced it's holding in Bitcoin with an excuse of saying pump up. No worries, Christopher, man. Happy days. There ain't no financial advice here, guys. There's none whatsoever. I will never tell you to buy. I will never tell you to sell. Or the most I will ask you to do is to like the stream. Right now, we got 506 likes, 1,300 of you in the room. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Yeah, I know. So if we can get the likes up, that'll be happy days, guys. That's payment to the stream. That is payment. Antonio. Yasu Filemo, how you doing, my man? Doors that look like a W, and this should be a reversal, came into the late life sign, man. Bravo, man. Thank you. Bravo, man. Thank you. This is what we're waiting for. We're trying to determine whether or not this is the reversal. We line it up with what we understand about the market maker's behavior. Mid-week reversal. The midweek reversal can happen at the M and the week, and it can happen at the W. So where are we? Look, if we consider the bigger cycle. Do you know what? Let me tidy up this screen, man. These lines look messed up. Let me tidy up these lines here so you guys can have an actual understanding of what's going on. Okay. W, get rid of that. We'll draw them as we see them. Oh, we need that one. Okay. Let me just draw this one right here. Get it back up. Okay, cool. Look. This is the M pattern. What do we know about the cycle? Drop, rise, retrace. Shit. Retrace, rise, retrace. W formation to the upside. Where are we in the week? Where are we in the chart? Okay, where are we in the chart? We are at a moving average. Where in the last video that I showed you guys on what are M's and W's, all right? I said to you that we always see W's appear at moving averages. Look at what she's doing. Recovering price. Market makers are stepping in to realize a profit on their longs. Guys have been going short. They've got the liquidity they need. Now they need to start their markup phase. But the pattern is not complete until she comes out of the zone. Pay attention. Look at what she's doing. I'm going to zoom it in so you guys can see it happening with wide eyes. There's no entry here, guys. Oh, there's no entry. You're burning money. Because they could bring price back down if they wanted to. Because they know that guys right now are going short because of this retrace from the 50-day moving average. Okay? So what we need to wait and see is if this move to the downside, if this zone is holding. This is what I mean about capital preservation, guys. You only enter when you understand the cycle and you understand the pattern. Right now, there is no entry. What we need price to do is we need price to come up to the zone. We need it to come up and test the 50-day moving average and break out of it. When it breaks out the 50-day, retraces and continues from there, we effectively have our entry. All right? Right here. So if it comes up, breaks the 50-day, retrace, okay? Continuation back up. Entry, safety entry, advanced entry. That's how it goes. But pay attention. Look at what we're doing. We're recovering the previous candle. How did we know it was going to recover that candle? Whatever theory you apply to it, you understand that the market makers have absorbed the shorts to the downside. If they favored prices lower, they would have kept pushing price down lower. Granted, the next candle could drop all the way down, but until that happens, we make our bias is towards price moving up right now, and that's all we know. Bring it down to the 15-minute time frame. What can we see? Red candle here. So price needs to break above the 50-day on the 15-minute time frame. The 50-day on the 15-minute is the 13-day EMA. The 13-day and the 5 EMA on the hourly is the signal line. We need to see a signal. Look at the 5 and the 13-day EMA. Until price breaks and closes above those and those two EMAs cross over, that's our signal that things are starting to change. Then we can start looking for entries. Okay? Carpe diem, man. You're coming out with some lyrics tonight, bro. Yeah, I'd love it. If you could like the stream, I would really appreciate that. The last stream, you know, I had to end it because my daughter wasn't feeling too good. I had to tend to her. Okay? But if we can get the likes up in the stream, I would really appreciate it, guys. I'm here with you all the way. Matt, you know what, bruv? You always ask these questions. I like them, bruv. But elaborate. Were you a player back in the day? What do you mean player? Player of what? Played poker. I hope for happy days. You understand? You got a 6-year-old. Man, mine's 3, man. Mine's 3 going on like next levels. James, I usually stream till about 1:30, okay? I stream till about 1:30 and that's it really. And then I try and go and get some sleep, man. I've been streaming non-stop, to be honest with you. I've been streaming non-stop for the best part of 6 weeks. I used to clock about 17 hours a day streaming. I would stream from 8:30 in the morning all the way through to about 7 o'clock at night. And then I'll start again at 9:30 and go all the way through to about 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Did that 6 weeks straight. Burnt myself out. Lost my voice several times. All right. But I was here committed because I'm doing this channel, guys, to teach people how to trade. Right? Straight up. And the only way I can become better and become a master at this shit is if I can teach someone and simplify it for them and help them realize their potential in this market. That's payment to me, and some likes as well. I mean, the likes is just literally like a 2-second thing. You know, I might bang on about it, but the simplicity of what a like is, it ain't cost anyone shit. It doesn't cost anyone anything to do a like, you know. But yeah, this is it. This is why I'm doing it, guys. The world is knackered, it is tired, it's messed up, all right? And if I can inspire 1,400 people to realize something, and better yet, help them learn something new, if that learning something new helps them do something in their life, what I do ask of you is you pay it forward. Go teach someone you know. I try and keep this as simple as possible. Granted, I'm going to get the guys coming in challenging it. So fucking what? People come in challenging it and they realize that it is what it is and it's true. And they're just trying to defend their concept that they've been studying for the best part of 5-6 years. Okay? That's understandable. I understand people that defend their systems. Just look at what's happening with price right now. How would we know that price would retrace back up? How do we know? Yeah? You can imagine me as a youngster. Matt, man, you've got me down to a fucking T, bro. You've got me down to a T, man. You know, I was there before. Listen, bro, I was there at raves before the DJ turned up, bro. That's how bad it was. You know? But look, you're seeing it. But for a short-term day trader, I can exploit these moves. I'm not interested really in the long-term price point. I look at the 5-minute time frame, for example, okay? Based on what I've just shown you guys, okay? Whoa. Based off what I've shown you, all right? I'm entering here. That's my entry right there. That is my entry right at the bottom here. I've got I understand the concept. It's very close. My stop is down here. Don't put a stop. I've got a mental stop, okay? Because I'm disciplined like that. I will close the fucking trade. I'll get out. I have got no qualms closing a trade. I'm happy to close a losing trade, you know? Happy days. Because I ain't exposing my capital to these market makers, man, so that they can just try and tax me up. No chance. Yeah? Sound like Tim Westwood. You made your first successful trade. Well done, Alexander. Well done, man. Well done. Okay then, here we go. Okay then, let's go back down to the 15-minute time frame. What are we at? Okay, so we need what's Bitcoin effectively is going to recover this candle here. She's going to recover this candle. What could happen is this. She recovers this candle, hits the 50-day. She'll pull back, regulate, and effectively come back to the upside. That's what we anticipate. Remember, there isn't an entry long to the upside yet. We need to see the proof. Thank you very much, Marcelo. My guy. Your shoes are coming, by the way, bro. Your shoes are on the way. So you and PC Shed are going to get your shoes. And the guys who won the shoes, okay, they're coming to my house. I'm going to sign them for them. And then I'm going to ship them out to them. But Marcelo and PC Shed, your shoes are on the way. Fetch AI, Merlin, that coin, my days. That coin is my coin, bro. Picked it up at less than 3 cents. Happy days with that coin, bro. I love that coin. The technology itself is rough. You know? I love that coin. I'm going to hold that for as long as possible, man. No. I have an individual calling me. Bear with me. Okay, guys, so just to let you know, okay, we have got the PC Shed, okay, and the Mike Dutch podcast happening. I'm going to be making my way over there in a few moments' time, okay? So we're going to have a little conversation. I'm not going to be in the stream too long because I need to make sure my daughter's all well, okay? But I'm just going to sit in this position right now, okay? just and walk you guys through what's going on. But what I need to understand right here, okay, is do you guys understand right now, okay, what I mean about the market maker? How are we to understand that they were going to retrace price back up? Why would we not expect it to continue lower to the downside? Based on the general concept of what we've been discussing all the while. Look at the confluences, okay? You say no trade zone while price goes up that you called correctly. Why you say we are in a no trade zone while price goes up that you called correctly? Macron, listen, the reason why is this, okay? Granted, I can tell you to make entries, guys, but do you guys want me to have this channel in the next few weeks? I'm here for the long game. I ain't gonna fuck that up. You know, I want to try and get you guys to understand the patterns. These streams are all about exposing you to variations of the W and the M. Okay? Variations of the W and the M. That's all my goal is, because once I help you realize what the pattern is, you naturally will be projecting this pattern by yourself. You'll be sitting in front of your screen, you'll be looking at this, and you'll be thinking back at these previous streams, and you'll say, what's my confluence? What is the market maker trying to make the retail trader do? Well, let's look. They've been building their longs as price has been dropping. They go long when price drops because they buy at the cheapest possible point. They make retail traders believe that there is a short market. Emergency, quick, Bitcoin's crashing, everyone rushing to YouTube, quick. What's Bitcoin doing? Everyone's going short. They drop price, they drop price, they drop price. Then they hold the zone. They spike the low, induce more retail traders to go short, use their liquidity and their stops to to start their orders moving back to the upside. So market makers realize a return on their longs in this instance. Look at this red candle here. Look at where price finished. Yeah, it finished there. Okay, so they realize their profits there. Then they start the process all over again. They pull back price. By forming a resistance here, they know that retail traders who got stopped out on this move to the downside, they want to get back in because they don't want to miss out on a move to the downside because they've gone short. So market makers then bring price back down. They keep him moving it down, getting the traders committed. They use this long red candle to get them in, to scare them that price is going to drop to the downside. And then before you know it, they switch up the candles. They start in a new session. Hong Kong steps in, fucks everyone up, takes their positions, reverses on them, and completely hits all their stops. Are we at the point where price is now going to reverse? Is the midweek reversal kicking off right now? Granted, the next candle could actually drop. Remember, anything can happen in this game. Yeah? Anything can happen in this game. There is no financial advice. I ain't telling you to buy. I ain't telling you to sell. Understand that. All right? The novelty entry point is when the pattern is complete. We know the pattern is complete when the market maker lays his hand down and breaks out of the zones. Remember, W formations form below moving averages. You know when they say don't fight the trend? Oh, trust me, you have to go against the trend in this, because they use that concept to keep you fucking committed in the game. They use that concept to make you keep your money live in a trade, because they use your liquidity to realize returns on their positions. Granted, the trend is your friend if you're in the right trend. You know, it's like saying, you know, money can't buy you happiness. Well, you don't know where to shop. Yeah? That's how it is, guys. Retrace the red candle. Recovery, recovery, recovery. Happy days. Joe, your W&M system is after the fact. Doesn't make sense in real time. Joe, you've not been to many streams, my friend. You haven't been to many streams. If this is your first time coming here, you'll understand. No. Look, Matt, look. Yes, granted, Yeah, anything can happen, makes trading luck a lot of the time. But is it really luck? One thing we can't change is the fact that human behavior always repeats itself. Why? Because people will always be fearful, people will always be greedy. Okay, so that eliminates the concept of luck. All right. If you understand the general cycle, that the actual business model of the market maker, can you exploit the game? Yes, you can. And it's been done. Joe, mad love to you, man. Enough respect to you. Enough respect to you, bro. If you admitted that you haven't seen the streams, then that you will understand the concept, my friend. Yeah, you will understand it. If you go back in previous streams, you'll understand it. You'll see it happening day out, all day, every day. And you know what's crazy, guys? All I seem to be doing is just talking about M's and W's. That's all it is. Aren't you guys bored? Aren't you guys bored? I mean, I've got people coming to me saying that I need to add humor to the streams. Well, I think the funniest thing is when we're all making money. If I'm teaching you guys a skill that you can apply and earn off it, happy days. That's funny to me. I'm laughing all the way to the bank with you guys. Do you understand? Yeah? If I can do that, oh man, that's happy fucking days. And I shouldn't be swearing. Please forgive me. I ain't cooking. I am not going to be cooking. No. Look, guys, I'm old school. I'm boomer, whatever you want to call it. I'm old school in my approach, you know? And I still got 842 likes. What's going on? I'm going to hold you to these likes, guys. That's your payment, man. Just please pay attention to the previous red candle. What is price doing? Are the market makers actually squashing all these retail traders? So all these guys that have come onto YouTube and listened to the authorities in the crypto space, right? But you got to understand, look, they can do whatever they want. When I say they can do whatever they want, every moment is unique. If you want to understand the concepts of uncertainty, go and buy the book Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. All right? Go and buy it. There's no link in my description for that book. You know, there's no affiliate or anything like that. Not interested. Go and buy the book Mark Douglas, Trading in the Zone. That is your almanac. That's going to help you. That's going to help you understand the concept of probabilities in areas of uncertainty. When you understand that you have no control of an outcome, why are you putting yourself in the position to be fearful of it? Ask yourself that question. Why am I scared of nothing? If I don't know what's going to happen next, why should I be hesitant to place a trade? If I don't know what's going to happen next, I can only make my entry based on the series of factors that are presented to me at this moment in time. Before this candle printed, it was down here. We made our assumption that the market makers had effectively, had they finished their intention of sending price lower. Why did this candle not break down lower if it was such a powerful candle? Why? When you see a big red candle, you think, yeah, man, it's going to drop. But why didn't it take out the previous low? If it was so powerful, why didn't it drop? Look at this candle here. It dropped. It completely wiped out the zone. So market makers had intention. Look, next candle broke down. What's going to happen here? What are they doing? Drop down to the 15-minute time frame. What can we see? Look. Towards the 50-day moving average. What did I say to you about the red candle in the blue box? It's come back and tested it. Happy days. Do you understand what information you are getting right now? This information here, and I even told you to buy or sell. Okay? If I can create an army of traders, boy, we're going to be the new Wall Street bets, guys. I'm telling you. And that's a big statement, you know. I would never try and take glory from that. That's you guys. You know, that is you guys right there. I sound like a fish. Happy days. I'm a fucking shark, bro. I'm a shark right in this game. And I never boast. I never gloat. Okay. Glory to my God. All right. He's blessed me with this skill set. Why should anyone else see the benefits of it, man? This world busted completely. I mean, I trade Forex, so I don't get taxed on Forex. That's why I trade Forex. Yeah. And that comment, Brett, was done by Dan Pena. Dan Pena, right? He said that. And that's tipped to be, he is tipped to be the world's first trillionaire. Human being, not conglomerate, not fund. World's first human trillionaire. Human, you know. Yeah? When he says money can't buy you happiness, you don't know where to shop, you know that guy has got the flavor. All right? And thank you for anyone that is becoming a member, man. Thank you so much. God bless you guys. Yeah? Now listen. Ultimately, there is no entry yet. We need to wait and see if the pattern is going to play out. We're getting excited about this candle set up here, but I'm using it as a means to explain and justify the concept of the market maker behavior. This is where we understand intention. Yeah? Keyword, intention. All right? Now, if the next candle completely drops, fair game. We didn't know that was going to happen. It's going to happen. If it's going to happen, it happens. We're going to be ready for the next move. Do you see what I mean about capital preservation? If you were to make an entry now and hope that price was going to continue to the upside, all right, then it could actually go against you and drop, okay? But what you do is you wait for the market maker to lay his hand. When the market maker wants to realize a profit on these previous areas of shorts that he's been building on, or should I say, these areas of shorts, look, he's been building longs for a long time. Look at these red candles, short, 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 making retail traders go short. Bang, he's there, he's there, he's there, going long, going long, going long. He's getting his longs filled at lower prices. At what point does he say, I need to make a return on my longs? I'm going to use this area here to achieve that. Double bottom, W formation, inverted head and shoulders, whatever you want to call it. It's a pattern, all right? Understand the psychology of what's going on with price and you'll fuck any technical analysis, bro. It will always be psychological before it's technical analysis. Granted, I'm not going to dismiss technical analysis, but what I'm going to say is, in my 11 years of trading, I have found that psychology is going to dictate the technical analysis all day. Challenge me, whatever you want. Disprove it, then I'll agree with you. But you can't tell me that it's purely technical. It is psychological and technical. Why? Because we make our understanding on what market makers are doing in these areas. That's psychological. Coming down to a massive zone like this, 800-day EMA on the hourly, big area, potential support, technical analysis. Comes up, test the 50-day to induce traders to go short at this area because they see it as resistance. Psychological, technical analysis. Comes back down, holds the zone, big red candle, doesn't break any lower. Psychological, holding the railroad tracks, bearish engulfing pattern, technical analysis. Do you understand? Okay? You're having a hard time hearing me over the music. I'll drop the music right down for you. Sorry. Yeah? There you go. You guys are seeing it right there. Plain to a T. So, I hope, yeah, he says it's going to zero. But you know what, Moon Man? If he says Bitcoin's going to go to zero, I'm going to make a ton of money before that happens. Why? Because I'm going to ride it all the way down with you guys. That's how it's going to work. Lala, what's your chat? Sorry. Lala, what is your chat? Sorry. Lala, Hotino. Do you know whether volume on a chart shows volume for that pair on the specific exchange, or is it volume for all exchanges everywhere? Right, Lala, listen. Volume, okay, on here, all right? Volume's a little bit of a taboo area. You will never, ever get true volume, right? If you're going to get volume, you're going to be paying a lot of money for that. Now, I'm talking a lot of money. Yeah? So, the volume on this chart is tick chart volume. It's how many times does price exchange hands? How many times does it change, right? And that is really the best you're going to get. Okay. Oh, what have we got here? Do we see divergence on the RSI? Hey, do we see a W formation on the RSI? Look. Can you see a W on the RSI? Tell me if you can see it without me drawing it. Ah, I'm just going to draw it. There is a W on the RSI. Outside the volatility band, shark fin, rise back in, comes back and tests the volatility band, holds it, comes RSI, comes back and tests over the market signal line, comes back and tests over the market baseline. Excuse me. Comes up, forms a high at the 50-day moving average, pulls back. Is this RSI going to show support in this zone? Let's see. Yeah? Yo, Lars, you know what? I'm gonna invest in chart champions, man. I'm gonna see. Because if I can take something from chart champions that actually improves this, happy days, man. You know? In all the years you have been doing this, have you seen a correlation between how well the M's and the W's form structurally to how well the pattern plays out? No. You know why you'll never see that? Okay? You'll never see that in these patterns. Never. Because we will never know what the market maker's intention is at one point in time. They will never have the same intention. That's why we see a lot of M's and W's fail. All right? That's what it is. So, I mean, in an ideal world, yeah, please, I would love to see that. You know? Whoever asked about volume, ExoCharts is an expensive footprint chart platform, $40 per month. Is that how much it is? Wow. Is it just for crypto or Forex? Does it include Forex? Or is it just crypto? What's this? Ragtop? Yeah, you know what? I'm never gonna listen. I'm only gonna discredit the guys that take shit that's available already on the internet and make it, market it in a salesy way. I hate that. They are penalizing people who haven't got the time to sit and cipher through all the free content available out there to understand trading. So they take that and they put it into a course and they charge a penny or two. I don't like that. It's not fair. All right. They're taking advantage of someone who has commitments. Granted, someone says that they haven't got the time to sit and understand something. Okay. So they buy a course. But why do they keep buying courses? Granted, chart champions, they've created something off their own understanding and they've dedicated time to it all day. I think $40 is too cheap, in my opinion. If he's giving you something that facilitates his system that he's created, that he knows works because he's invested his time and he's the one that sat on the computer and watched it over and over and over again and then come out and said, look, I've got this strategy. This is how it works. When you apply it optimally, this is where you're going to be. Happy fucking days, man. You've got to commend guys like that. If they bring something new because they've created it. Always. I'll always endorse that. But man, the guys that take all the free shit on the internet and put it into a course and say, yo, this course is going to make you a load of money. Get out of my face, man. Get out of here, man. Vasily, email. I mean, you can message me on the Discord. You can send me an email on Tino at Traders Reality. No hiding here. Traders. Hello? Hello? Did you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh my days, I've been chat. There's your boomer moment, man. I've been chatting and chatting and chatting. Top kisser, you know. I ain't a top kisser, bro. I'm just trying to get you guys to understand something, man. All right? I don't know if you heard it, all right? When people try and justify, when you try to justify buying a course, that's what I'm talking about. You know, because a word that is thrown about ever so much when it comes to buying a course is, if trading is doing well for you, why are you charging people for a course? Why don't you just teach people? And I guess it's down to what people value as time. You know, are you paying them for time, or are you actually paying them for the knowledge? If the knowledge is available on the internet free of charge, why don't you just give me the knowledge for free and I'll pay you for your time to explain it to me? All right. But what I don't like is, I just don't like people getting penalized for shit that's readily available because of their lifestyle. They haven't got the time to commit to learn. You know, that's how it is. That's my understanding. All right, Em. Cool. I've got 942 likes. If we can get it to 1,000, that'll be happy days. I would appreciate that. People only sell courses on trading because they can't trade. Well, that's the concept, man. That is the concept. You know? Roger Constable. On the first leg of the W, on the way down, why buy all the way down and not wait until it hits rock bottom? In what context, Roger? Why does the market maker buy on the way down and not wait until it hits the bottom? If that's what I understand, the reason why he buys on the way down is because in order for him to buy, he has to create the illusion that price is dropping. So he has orders. He creates scarcity in the market. He creates people. He makes them scared. He knows that people watch indicators. He knows that people watch moving averages. So he trades off those zones. That's why I don't like trading, you know, retail trader indicators, because they're engineered, okay? Because the market maker effectively knows that thousands of people are watching it, all right? Can you imagine market makers who know that range traders have set highs here and set lows here? They've set limits up here and stop orders here. And he sees that information based on the order flow, all right? And the algorithms that are programmed by the market maker, well, the market makers, they are groups of people, but they employ really smart guys to create algorithms to effectively move money in the markets. That's what they are, okay? Cool. All right, then. Thank you very much. You guys need to now go to the Mike Dutch podcast. It's the after show of the Traders Reality stream. I'm going to be making my way over there. We're going to be interviewing PC Shed. Okay? We're going to be interviewing PC Shed. Make your way over there, guys. The link is in the chat right now. I'm going to quickly pin it to the chat. All right? I'm going to pin it to the chat. Make your way over to the Mike Dutch podcast. I'm going to make my way over to it right now. Okay? And patrons, I'm going to update tomorrow morning what's happening with price, okay? But I just want to thank everyone tonight. Sorry about the issue that we had earlier on, but she's all good now. She's sleeping safe and sound. Let's make our way over to Mike Dutch. Mad love to all of you guys, all right? Enough credit to everyone. Take it easy, guys. See you later, guys. See you in a bit. No, I don't use Market Cypher. No way. See you later, man.